What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Saturday. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's all right for fighting. Ow. I don't know if that's how it goes. I forget. All right. We are talking recruiting updates here. There's a lot going on. Big time, huge week for the Buckeyes. We're going to talk Zahir Mathis, Dorian Brew, Dominic Kirks, Jaime Ffrench with two Fs. Don't you hate that? Don't you feel bad for the kid? You know, some nurse like fucked up when she was typing up his birth certificate. There's no possible way that his name is spelled with two Fs. Anyway, poor guy. So, not my problem. All right. And offensive and defensive recruiting. What's going on here? Defense crushing the offense 4-2 so far. So let's talk Zahir Mathis right off the top here. Defensive end, edge rusher, legit, athletic, 6'6", 225 out of Philadelphia Institute. A high 4-star, number 37 overall in the country, and number 5 edge rusher in the country, number 1 player in Pennsylvania. We talked about him in the Breaking Booms on Wednesday. Huge get. He had offers from everybody, and we got him. We got him over Bama, Georgia, everybody. Oh, hey, Bama, how's that recruiting going to go now? Your boys just checked out. I'll let you know when I feel bad. So Zahir Mathis makes it 4 defensive players in this 2025 class for the Buckeyes, adding to Devin Sanchez, I got him as number 1 corner on 24/7. Yeah. Anyway, the 5-star Devin Sanchez. Then Blake Woodby, number 10 corner in the class. And then Eli Lee, Eli Lee, the Akron Hoban linebacker. So that's 4 dudes on the defense and just 2 dudes on the offense so far. And that leads me right into our next guy, Dorian Brew. Let's talk about him. It's been a while. Pass me a brew, sir. He is your 4th-ranked corner in this 2025 class. Made the move from Ohio down to Texas. He's in Conroe, Texas. He's 6'2", 185. Word is he could play safety. We'll see where his body takes him over the next year or so. Anyways, 6'2", 185, and he's a 9'8", 7'6". That's a 5-star to you and me. Number 19 player in the 2025 class, number 4 corner, number 6 player in freaking Texas, man. Jesus. He goes from Ohio to Texas and is still the number 6 player in the state. Jeez. Insane. So he's on commitment watch January 24th. That is exactly, I don't know, what's today's date? I don't know. The hell with it. He's already got a crystal ball in for the Buckeyes, so look for that to happen. He's got offers from everybody, obviously. The dude's a fucking 5-star. So Dorian Brew, pass me one, pass me a corner. All right. So next up, now this one is interesting. Dominic Kirks. You might ask yourself, why is that interesting, Joe? Well, he's 6'4", 255. He's a D lineman in the class of 2024. All right. So we could add another D lineman here in a month. He's from Painesville, Ohio, Riverside High School. He is a 9'1", That's a 4-star. Number 251 in the class. Number 33 D lineman. Number 12 player in the great state of Ohio. Very important. He has been committed to the University of Washington since June 30th of last year. But he did not sign back in December with the early signing period. Now you got USC. They're in the mix. Buckeyes, obviously. He's supposed to be visiting this weekend So it's kind of, he doesn't have an offer yet from Ohio State. It's one of those, you know, we have an offer for you if you take it, but you gotta take the offer and commit, you know, or else there's no offer for you. Sorry. So he's been recruited by everybody. Obviously, he could go out to the West Coast. I don't know if you want to go to Washington where you got to fly, you got to get like 2 flights, 2 connections or whatever to get to freaking Seattle from Columbus or Cleveland, whatever. So interesting. He's a big time basketball player too. Kid's got a huge frame. So like I said, he's up around what 255. He'll pack on some more maybe and could be a strong side D end. I don't think you move him down inside necessarily, but yeah, as a senior in 2023, he had 43 tackles, 12 TFLs, and 11 and a half sacks. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure the Buckeyes will knock the visit out of the park. Just a matter of, does he want to stay home or does he want to go out to Washington? I don't know. We'll see. Next up, my guy Jaime Ffrench from over in Jacksonville, east side of Florida. Buckeyes are currently pursuing him, and this could really open things up because not only did Saban just resign, but Hallman Wiggins was gone. He got hired by Texas A&M, the wide receiver coach at Alabama. So this opens up the door for everybody. Oh yeah, and somebody get on Caleb Williams or Caleb Downs. Somebody call Caleb Downs safety. See how he's doing. Might be some transfer portal action in your future. So, anyways, Jaime Ffrench here, 5-star from Jacksonville Mandarin. 6'1", 185. He's a 9.931, nationally ranked number 11 player in the class, number 3 wide receiver, and number 2 player in the state of Florida. He committed to Bama back in July of 2023. Visited the Buckeyes during the year, though, while committed, and remains in contact with Brian Hartline. Obviously, Hartline doing his best there. He with the South Florida Express, the 7-on-7 team, that pipeline's wide open to Columbus right now, right? Ffrench could be another one. You got Carnell Tate, Brandon Innes, Jeremiah Smith. Ffrench could just be another one in that line. And the presence of Jeremiah Smith on the team already doesn't scare off Ffrench with the Buckeyes. Jaime Ffrench says, I'm not scared of competing with my guy. Why not play beside Jeremiah Smith? It's just small talk, but stuff to think about. So I feel. Ffrench will be playing again with SFE this year in their 7-on-7 tour. He visited Ohio State for the Penn State game back in October. That was a big home win in front of a packed house. And Ffrench said, quote, "It was a crazy, outstanding game. And obviously Ohio State came out with a W. The atmosphere was crazy, just nuts. I loved it out there." Ffrench said he will be back up to campus this offseason. He said, "I'll definitely be getting back to Columbus for sure. I'm definitely taking an official." So that official's still out there and could be even more useful now with all of the changes at Alabama. Ffrench says he remains a solid commitment to Alabama. Recently, they lost their wide receiver coach. So we'll see how they fill the head coaching job and the wide receiver coaching job. Do they keep Tommy Rees, the OC? That's another question. So he said about Hallman Wiggins leaving, he said, quote, it didn't really bother me. I fell in love with the school itself. It's just really seeing who comes in next at the wide receiver spot. So keeping an eye on that. I'm still locked in with the Tide. He said Florida State, Miami, and a ton of schools are still recruiting me. Georgia, they started recruiting me harder, and Notre Dame too. So Ffrench dominated the All-American Bowl, the underclassmen combine on Friday, and he continues to be one of the nation's top prospects going into this 2025 class. So be interesting to see how things change, if they change for him. You got to wonder, I mean, Bama's going to go out and get a big time head coach, probably somebody who has been there before. Lane Kiffin, Sark, maybe. There's a list. There's a freaking list of dudes that have been through there, right? So what direction do they go? I mean, you could even go with Goofball over there at Clemson, Dabo. He came through there. So it'll be interesting. But Jaime Ffrench, Buckeyes are turning up the heat on you, sir. So that's all I got for you today. Don't forget, Sunday night we'll be live 7:30 p.m. Eastern on the YouTubes. And look for that video vault coming out soon. I'm working on it right now in my spare time, which I'm running out of. So I'll let you know when it's good to go. That's all I got for you. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.